Hey guys, I'm Ksenia. Welcome to my channel. Today is 7:30 on a Wednesday morning. I need to walk my dog quickly and then I'm going for a communal run. So let's do this together. So I did 5k today, which was nice, it was good, and I just got myself a malivochni from Charlotte, my absolute favorite pastry. I love it very much. And now I'm gonna get back to work. So we happen to be in the Airport City, part of Novi Belgrade, and we just tried to find, I'm gonna put the picture of the plane that's supposed to be on display, like a monument, and we couldn't find it for a while. We walked, well, also, what the hell is with my hair? So we walked back and forth, and a lovely lady told us that it's actually being renovated, and it will be renovating for another couple of years, so we're not gonna see it, which is a bummer. A few days ago I was walking with Cookie, my dog, and I didn't have anything playing in my ears, no music, no books, nothing like that, and it's kind of rare for me lately. I feel like I've been constantly listening to something as I go on walks with her, but sometimes it's just good, you know, to not have any distractions, to just really enjoy the park, start of the day, because I walk her in the mornings and my boyfriend does it in the evenings, and it was really nice. And it got me thinking that we are living in Serbia for about 1.5 years already, more or less, and I think any immigrant can relate. Sometimes you're just thinking about like the place that you're moving to and what are the things you like there, what you don't like, how your life has changed. And I just started thinking about the things that I really enjoy about Serbia, and I realized that I have a few which I really appreciate, and I thought I'd share them with you. And first of all, I guess the biggest one is the slow pace of life. It's kind of a pro and a con at the same time, because if you're ambitious, I think you get more comfortable and relaxed here, and then you kind of are thinking, okay, I can do this tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, and then tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year, and you end up not doing the thing you wanted. So that's a risk. But in general, I think it's really great that you get to really enjoy the slower pace of life. You can walk with a dog and not be in a rush, sit down for a coffee here and there. And when I'm watching Serbians, I noticed that they really are relaxed in a way. Of course, everybody has their own problems, stresses, things like that, but in general, I think everyone is more or less chill. It's kind of nice. And of course, it can be a bit frustrating when you need something done, and then you're dealing with someone who is not in a rush and just enjoying their slow Polaka life. But you know, that's a trade-off. And I think we've definitely, Alex and I were a bit anxious people by nature, and this environment is helping us just kind of, you know, breathe in, breathe out, not stress too much, not feel like we have to constantly run somewhere, do the next big thing. And it's definitely refreshing and very nice. The second thing I noticed, which I think all women watching will appreciate, is that I don't really experience harassing or catcalling or staring, creepy stares from men here. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not the type, so nobody cares. But I feel like genuinely Serbians are, at least like in Belgrade, right? They are very good with it, because not everywhere you come and you feel safe as a woman, and here I think it's definitely not a problem. Like, I've not been catcalled once, and I've never experienced any of those creepy, weird situations where you feel like something's off but you don't really know for sure. So that's very nice again, because yeah, when you're living in big cities around the world, it can be scary for a woman, especially a young woman. And the next thing I noticed, that people treat each other with respect, on the surface level at least. Of course, I'm sure people screw each other over all the time, like anywhere. Unfortunately, humanity is not perfect, but on this surface level, you really see that everyone's polite, people are talking to you, they're not brushing you off or being rude. And especially that's interesting that I noticed that with homeless people, who are, like, if they're coming into the shop or in a cafe, they are not looked down upon, they are not rushed out. And I've also seen that a lot of the times people will make them, like the employees, the waiters, they will give them a cup of coffee, for example, or a glass of water, and then maybe even some cash, and then they send them off very politely, very nice. And again, it sucks, but unfortunately it's not something I see everywhere, and it's very lovely how, you know, I don't know, maybe those waiters, they know those specific homeless people, maybe not, I don't know, but yeah, I got this feeling that everyone is treated as a human, which is very refreshing, to be honest. And lastly, of course, I have to mention the climate, even though for me, a girl from the north, it's kind of tough in the summer, and yeah, it's kind of rough. When it's hot, I'm not feeling good. I don't know, I'd rather have cold winters, I think, than hot summers. But the everything in between, you know, the spring, the autumn, well, the winter as well, is very mild, and you can spend so much time outside. It's really great, you know, and you do this without feeling like your hand is gonna freeze and fall off, or you're not struggling in fighting for your life, or layering 10 different pieces of clothes on top of each other, hoping that you're not gonna die from cold. And it's also like rainy here sometimes, but not really. So you end up having so many days when it's just either sunny or just dry out, and you can run, you can walk with the dog again, walk around the city, run errands, do whatever, and it's so lovely. And we also have a little balcony that, if you've seen a few of my vlogs, you've probably seen me sitting there. I can spend hours on this balcony. Right now we are in May, so the weather is getting hotter, but when it was like April time, I could, I think, spend maybe 5, 6, 7 hours there, just working, reading, eating, doing anything really. But now it's a bit too hot, because for half of the day we don't have any sun, like, and then in the afternoon the sun comes out to our balcony, and then I have to wait until maybe 6 p.m. when it's getting colder again and I can sit outside. And I really appreciate it, you know. I come from a horrible climate with very few sunny days a year compared to Serbia, of course, and very low temperatures. And even though, like I said, I'd rather have a cold winter than a hot summer, I really am thankful that I get to live in this climate where you're not as stressed, you know. Going out every time is not a problem for you. And also I just remember how I used to clean my car off this, from the snow that's fallen all night, and you know, you have to spend like 10-15 minutes warming the car and then cleaning it off before you can even drive. That's not an issue here. I mean, in the mountains probably, but not in Belgrade at least. But yeah, so I think this is it. I'm sure there are many other things that I forgot about, and I generally appreciate living here. Honestly, it's been a nice experience so far. But yeah, I think that's it for now. If you are living in Serbia, you know, because you were born here or you moved here, let me know why you like it in the comments. And I'm gonna go continue working because there are a few things I need to finish before I can end the day. I forgot to mention one pro of living in Serbia that I discussed with my friends a few days ago, that we've been here for about 1.5 years, and you can already see and feel the drastic difference in how the city is developed, in how many places are open, what's renovated, and so on and so forth. It's very inspiring to watch this development in real time and at such high pace. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's that high, but it feels high to me. There is constantly something going on, something new happening, and yeah, again, it's nice to live in a place that's dynamic, that you can see that's progressing, that's not just, you know, staying in one place and happy with it, but it's moving forward. So yeah, just wanted to mention that as well. Hey again, it's Friday night and Alex and I just went to Lidl. We bought a lot of food, and I also scored the last large salmon fillet, which I'm making right now. So we're just gonna eat that with some potatoes and probably watch something silly. So I think I'll end this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week with another vlog on Sunday as usual, and I think there'll be another one, like a sit down talking video at some point in the week as well. But anyways, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.